Republicans again turned against the Border Act, the Senate Bipartisan Immigration Reform Bill, not because it was a bad bill, but because Trump told them not to support it because he didn't want to do anything that would help Biden. Now, to keep from looking bad for not supporting a bill that would help the country, Republicans started telling all sorts of lies about it. Some of the ones they told were that it would allow 5,000 immigrants to illegally cross the southern border every day. Another is that the bill would have codified an invasion and mass amnesty. Steve Bannon claimed that the Biden administration is codifying 12 million illegal alien invaders on Biden's watch by the end of it. And Tomi Lahren, as a guest on Fox News, said that the bill amounted to treason. And I think she suggested that Republicans who supported it, should be put on some sort of list. But, okay, none of those statements are true. They're patently unfalse. The truth is that neither Trump or Republicans, or most Republicans, really want to address the issues at our southern border. They haven't in years. They want it to be chaotic and scary so they could then campaign on that. They count on Republicans being gullible enough to believe their lies. The truth is that the bipartisan bill was more like a Republican bill. Many called it like a GOP wish list. It absolutely would have been the most comprehensive immigration reform bill in about 40 years. But don't take my word for it. Let me read some quotes from Republican senators before Trump came out against it, and then, all the Republicans fell in line. Okay, this is from Republican leader Mitch McConnell. He said, if we had 100% Republican government, President, House, and Senate, we probably would not be able to get a single Democrat to vote to pass what Senator Lankford and the administration are trying to get together. I like this one. Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa said, I would remind folks that during the Trump administration, when we had the presidency, the House, and the Senate, that we did absolutely nothing on the border. Senator John Thune of South Dakota said that there is absolutely no way that we would get this kind of border policy that's being talked about right now with a Republican majority in the Senate. This is a unique moment in time. It's an opportunity to get some really conservative border policies that we haven't been able to get for 40 years. Senator Shelley Moore Capito of West Virginia said, we all talk about how bad the situation is at the southern border, but it's irresponsible to talk about the problem while refusing to solve it. Senator Kevin Cramer of North Dakota said, if we don't try to do something when we have the moment to do something, all of those swing voters in swing states for whom the border is the number one priority have every right to look at us and go, hey, you blew an opportunity. Senator John Cornyn of Texas said, it makes no sense to me for us to do nothing when we might be able to make things better and stem the flow of humanity across the border. Even when we had the majority in the House, the Senate, and the White House, we still couldn't get 60 votes for some of the things that Senator Lankford is negotiating now. Steve Daines from Montana said, it's time to make these policy changes. It's urgent. The time is now. Senator Lindsey Graham said, I love this, to those who think that if President Trump wins, which I hope he does, that we could get a better deal, you won't. To get this kind of border security without granting a pathway to citizenship is really unheard of. And then the last one, Roger Marshall of Kansas said, I think this is such an important issue that this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to secure the border, that I'm willing to do this however we can. And then finally, I'll throw in a quote from Fox and Friends' Steve Doocy, said that it's an extraordinary thing that the bill includes funds for building a border wall, adding that you never would have thought that Democrats would vote for $1 worth of wall building. So, every once in a while, Republicans will have a temporary moment of integrity until, of course, Trump scolds them and then they get back in line. This is a missed opportunity that might not come up again, and withdrawing support just because Trump told them will cause tremendous harm to our country.